Yeah, hello, namaste everybody. We'll start with the Guru Stotra. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Om. So today I just wanted to discuss one of my favorite sutras or verses of Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. It is the first verse of Sadhana Pada or the Pada 2. In this, he talks about the definition of Kriya Yoga. The sutra goes like this: TapaSvadhyaya Iswara Kriya Yoga. So the practice characterized by rigor and vigilance towards itself without attachment to the outcome is known as Kriya Yoga. He is giving a definition of Kriya Yoga or Yoga in action. We'll go into the word by word meaning. Tapaha means austerity, discipline, intensity, self-discipline. Swadhyaya is self-study or the self-knowledge. Ishvara Pranidhana is surrendering to the ultimate. Ishvara is Swara means the word, the one without any word. So basically it means the complete silence. Kriya is action, any form of action. Yoga is yoga. So basically, he's defining the yoga of action or Kriya Yoga as tapaha is austerity or self-discipline, uh, and and then the knowledge of self. So the practice that consists of tapas as well as the self-knowledge. You're practicing your meditations, your yoga every day and everyday life, and also analyzing your own self as you practice. But during this practice, there will be the fruits of the practice that might be either positive or negative, which has to be surrendered to the infinite or surrender to the silence without being attached. So this is what yoga of action or Kriya Yoga is. So tapaha literally means fire, burning or asceticism. In other words, it connotes purposeful action as well as passion and self-discipline. Tapa is a precondition for development, not only spiritual development, but in all other spheres as well. All accomplished individuals exhibit a substantial capacity for tapa. For example, a runner who breaks a world record or wins an Olympic gold medal may make the feat look easy. However, the mere pleasure entailed by sports is not enough. In order to succeed, an athlete must be willing to train even if he is not in the mood. Tapa is also a key to success in every sphere. So, from a spiritual standpoint, you can take the practice of asana or get up every morning and do your meditations. Herbs. Even if it is warm, cold, you have to get up at 5 a.m. and do your practice. So, a repetition of mantra, a technique, a breathing technique is tapas. Constant repetition of the same thing demands tapas. Discipline is really essential in such cases. And once you have made a start, your breathing combined with the powerful energy field of tradition will carry you through. Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya is self-knowledge and encounter with your own self, noting down what's happening within you and discovering yourself. So learning about yourself constantly is Swadhyaya. The runner and athletics coach Arthur Lydiard once said, "Run with me and I will tell you who you are." All athletes have experienced it. Oftentimes, it is the encounter with yourself that is particularly engaging experience. Sooner or later, you reach a point of total exhaustion. At such times, your thoughts recede into the background and you find yourself in the here and now. A here and now in which you shed all your usual social personas. Only in this state are we truly ourselves. Aspects of ourselves manifest ourselves that we thought we had successfully long since suppressed. In such cases, you have no choice but to confront these sides of yourself ahead on the integrate them. Most of the time, in my case, like I feel that a lot of these practices bring so-called different experiences of life. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. You might be going through some bad phase, some illness, something, but uh, it's all about how you take it, how you observe that. It, it's also sometimes like a gift. You need to take it as a gift in order to study yourself, see what's happening, and how you treat uh, that gift when it comes to your life, and how you surrender it, because eventually this will also pass. Current example in my life is the surgery and the pain that I'm going through. But there are there are it gives me time to contemplate, time to reflect, time to see uh, and encounter myself. So the a lot of yoga is is you seeps into your daily life and how you react to it, because there are situations when you have to confront yourself. You do see it, observe in different people, in others. You might see that there's a lot of suffering everywhere, and then it happens to you. And how do we solve this big problem of suffering? And unless you solve it within yourself, you cannot solve it outside. So the pain, the agitation, and uh, all all that comes through some of the experience of illness has uh, has an immediate impact on you. You have to go through it. You have to pass through it. You have to go beyond it, and only then can you help others to go beyond their misery and suffering. So Swadhyaya or self-study brings about uh, or helps you to study all these different things that are happening within the boundaries of your body, your mind, how you react to it, what is happening, and kind of try to witness this whole process. And then the last one, Ishvara Pranidhana, is nothing but surrender or submission to a personal God. Ishvara is any god you imagine, regardless of what religion you may belong to. You might just submit to a higher power. Because there are many a times when you try, you struggle, you work through, you put all your effort, but at the end there is not much anybody can do. I was watching a movie the other day about a great doctor. Uh, there are many specialist doctors and that try to help patients, but in the end, there are stages where they cannot, even the biggest doctors or the most specialized doctors cannot do anything, and then the ultimate, uh, they have to just wait or surrender to a higher authority, a higher a higher system. This example about this one is talking about a cardiological rehabilitation work. I help heart attack patients to regain their health, and in so doing, point out to them the factors that may have caused their heart attack and the risks they may face in the future. Such patients soon realize that they can take responsibility for their own health by, for example, giving up smoking, changing their diet, and doing more exercise. But such patients are also subject to risks such as hereditary factors, age, and gender that they cannot do anything about. Kriya Yoga is helpful in such situations as it helps us to change what we can change and accept what we can. In other words, the principle of Ishvara Pranidhana or acceptance. In my this reader talks about the spiritual tradition of Ashtanga Yoga. This principle is often misconstrued, and the many people confuse the outer manifestation of practice with spiritual growth. The nature of your physical practice is determined by age, body type, talent, and genetics, all of which you need to accept. In so doing, abandon any other expectations you may have in this regard. Bear in mind that Ashtanga Yoga is not the Hindu answer to aerobics. In other words, the physical manifestation of your practice is merely a means to a spiritual end. The experience of yoga should not be confined to the exercises you do on a yoga mat, for yoga can potentially bring about far-reaching changes in your life. The insights you gain doing yoga exercises can and should be applied to everyday life. If you do this, you will find that even difficult tasks can be mastered with all-out effort as well as service. Yoga enables us to intuit the right path and proper way to travel that path. By practicing yoga, we learn trust and acceptance while experience of results are never solely the fruit of our own efforts. The insight relieves us of personal responsibility and ultimately liberates us. So, TapaSvadhyaIswaraPranidhanaKriyaYoga. So, basically, yoga of action is to practice with intensity and do your self study and then surrender all your efforts. Whatever you're doing, there are some with the grace happens, and then the sum is your effort. There is always a part of it is your effort, and you just